Daredevil Born Again episode 7 just released, and this might be the best episode of the entire season. We're going to break it down, but before we do, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel for more videos, and comment your thoughts down below. So in the last episode, we saw that Daredevil got the girl out from Muse's lair, and I thought he was going to turn Muse in, but he doesn't. In this episode, Muse is still on the loose somehow, and Wilson Fisk's team tells him this, and he is not having it because they also tell him that Daredevil is back. You can clearly tell that Fisk is mad about this because his facial expression is just like, I told this guy not to come back and here he is, back. Then we get a kind of steamy scene of Matt and his girlfriend in the shower together. Kind of weird, but the purpose of this scene was to show that Matt has these bruises from the fight with Muse. And his girlfriend's like, where do you get those bruises? And he obviously lies to her. Then Matt's talking to his partner guy, and he says if it wasn't for Daredevil, then Muse would still be out there killing. And I mean I get this, but dude, Muse is still out there. I don't know why you didn't turn Muse in. I don't know if I'm remembering the episode wrong, but Muse is still out there, bro. So like I said, Fisk is very mad about this, and he says to his whole group, he says he is going to protect this city from anyone who steps outside of the law, and that it means vigilantes or criminals or anyone. Matt is talking to the little girl that was in Muse's lair, and she's now in the hospital, which is very good. At least he got her out, but she says the police aren't going to help with this and blah blah blah. And Matt's like, if the police don't help, then somebody will. And we all know that is Daredevil, but I'm so glad to have the actual Daredevil finally back. Then we see this guy whose name is Bastion, and he is going to the therapist who is Matt's girlfriend. One of Wilson Fisk's workers tells Wilson that they actually think this Bastion guy could be Muse. They think this because in the past couple of weeks, this Bastion guy went to the store because he uses this very expensive type of canvas, and he actually bought this canvas, so they pretty much know it's him. They also say that he took a taekwondo class with this very high level taekwondo master guy, and after 3 months of training, the taekwondo master ended up being dead, and they think it was Bastion or Muse. So after we as the audience find out that Muse is actually Bastion and he's in this therapy room with Matt's girlfriend, it becomes very, very tense. So Bastion, who is in this therapy session with this woman who is Matt's girlfriend, he starts bleeding from his nose, and I was like, oh no. And she's like, dude, you're bleeding. And he goes like this, and he starts finger painting with his blood, and I guess drawing the girl, and I was like, dude, this is not good. So obviously the girl is freaking out right now because this dude, she's like, okay, you're really weird, you're doing weird stuff, and she probably knows that he is Muse. He gets really close to her, and she starts to cry, and he's like, I bet you only have one question. Can I make it to the door in time? And I was just like, oh my gosh, he's about to get got. Then she tries to get up, and he slams her into the door and knocks her out. Then it cuts to Matt in the Daredevil suit looking through Muse's lair in the subway or wherever it was, and he starts to look through Muse's artwork and stuff. And he hears that the police are coming, and he sees the police, one of Fisk's guys, and he knocks him out with his little thing. So this police guy goes back to Fisk and says, dude, 100% I saw Daredevil, and Wilson Fisk is so mad. Then we cut back to the therapy room, and Muse has this knife out, and he's cutting this girl's arm, and it was honestly very nasty. I was like, whoa. She's obviously crying, and she's like, do you even care about any of the people you kill? And he gets very mad at this, and he's about to go crazy on her, but then he hears the police outside, and I was like, oh my gosh, thank you. So the police are outside at the very bottom of the building, and then the girl is like, anyone who wears a mask is a coward. And then he gets very mad and starts charging at her with this knife, and then guess who shows up? Daredevil breaks through the window and chunks his little I don't know what it's called, grappling gun thing into Muse's body and pulls him back, and there's is a great scene. This is when we get an amazing fight between Daredevil and Muse. This is actually more of an equal fight this time around. I think last time Muse was just he didn't really know what was going on. It was in the dark, but this time it was kind of a sneak attack too, so I don't really know. But this fight is amazing. Muse is actually holding his own, but then the girl doesn't get the gun and shoots Muse like freaking 4 times, and he dies. We all know Matt's like no kill rule, so when he hears this happening, he's like, oh no, my girlfriend just like shot Muse. This is not good. But I think in his heart he knows like that was the only way to stop this guy. So after she shoots him, she like passes out from blood loss. I mean, she's bleeding everywhere, and Matt goes up to her and he is like, this is a very like sad moment. All the police run in and Matt is nowhere to be found. He's gone, but the girl is there, and they say it looks like somebody stabilized the girl. Muse is also like 100% dead unless they have some thing happen, but I think he's gone. Matt is now in the hospital with his girlfriend, and she's like coming to, like finally waking up, and he's like, are you okay? Are you okay? And she's like, I'm okay, but I am like, she's like crying because she's sad that she killed the guy. But Matt says sometimes that's the only way, and she does then say to Matt, I think I heard Daredevil say my name. Then we see Wilson Fisk and his whole team on the TV in the hospital, and Fisk is taking credit for getting Muse, and they hold the Muse mask up, and I was just like, oh my gosh, this episode, it's really good. Finally, we get a scene with Vanessa, and she's on the phone, and she's like, okay, Fisk is alone, eating dinner, you're good, execute the hit. This guy goes in to try to kill Fisk while he's alone. He walks in with the gun, and then he gets shot like 4 different times by this security guy, and the dude's like, thank you, Buck. So yeah, Wilson Fisk is still alive. He didn't get shot at all. It was Buck, his security guard, that killed the guy before he could even get to Fisk. But then Fisk has an amazing line to end the episode. He says, Buck, can you call Vanessa and ask her if she wants me to bring any dinner home? And she's just so nonchalant about this. It was hilarious. Then it cuts to black, and that is the end of episode 7. We have 2 more episodes to go, and I'm so excited. I'm in this show now. It took me a little bit. It took the show a little bit of time to get going. But now that Daredevil has his suit again, he's back as Daredevil and not just Matt. I'm so excited. I am almost certain that this season is going to end with an epic fight between Daredevil and Wilson Fisk, and I couldn't be more excited. But the question is for you, what did you think about this episode? Have you liked the series so far? Are you into it now? Or are you less into it now? What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like this video. Like I just said, comment down below. Please subscribe to the channel if you want more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time.